How are y'all allowing people who aren't comfortable in their skin to guide y'all on the beauty standards that you should follow? Just like we've been influenced by her family, she's also been influenced by her family. Hey you guys, welcome back to Our Awaken. So for today's conversation, I'm basically talking about Kylie Jenner and just the whole conversation going on around her right now. A lot of people are saying that they don't feel bad for Kylie. So lately you can tell, but also it has been expressed by Kylie herself that she just doesn't feel like confident within herself, and everyone's talking about how she looks like spoiled milk and how she looked like she's in her 40s, and all of this is due to the pressures of young women feeling like they need to meet the toxic beauty standards by going to get their bodies surgically enhanced or going to get their faces done, and all these enhancements that honestly aren't really necessary. And I know a lot of people are saying that they don't feel bad for Kylie because, oh, you know, how she's influenced a generation of women and how people have fell victim. And while I can understand why a lot of people are saying the things that they're saying, I actually do feel bad for Kylie for the simple fact that it's not like Kylie is the first generation of her family who has started these beauty trends. We have her mom, Kris Jenner, then we have Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney. Well, Kourtney, she doesn't really get much done, but you have Kim and Khloe who has gotten so much work done. Honestly, I feel like they're changing their look every season. And when I say change their look, I'm not even talking about their aesthetic. I'm talking about face done, body done, looking like a whole completely different person. But Kylie, as their younger sister, along with being on TV, I just feel like she's had a lot of pressure to modify herself so much to basically give off that super enhanced look. Because I mean, let's be honest, if your older sisters, which a lot of young girls tend to look up to, if your older sister and your mom, and then also the women that you're around just within the industry, if you're seeing a lot of people modify themselves, you're eventually going to, like, honestly, I don't see how you cannot fall under that pressure of following the same footsteps. Especially as a young girl, you know, we tend to have like insecurities and things like that. So that is where I extend grace to Kylie. I just feel like now she is starting to see the negative aftermath of doing all those things, when in reality she really did not need to get any of those things done. If we look at her sister Kendall, she looks good, and I'm not saying that Kendall hasn't gotten anything done, because maybe she has. And you know, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't keep up with the whole influencers and stuff like that. However, Kendall looks pretty natural. She's probably gotten a few things done, but not to the extent of Kylie, Khloe, and Kim. And with Kylie being in the spotlight, I don't know, like, I just really feel bad for her. Like I said, it's not like she's the one that started these trends. Her sisters and her family, they were the influence. I think she got her lips done when she was like 18 or something like that. Kylie has been getting modifications since a teenager, and those are not things that a normal teenager just comes up and say like, oh yeah, I want to get this done. Like, no, you have to be around or see it so often that you start to look at yourself and say, I feel like I need to get things done within myself. And the fact that her mom has even allowed her to make those modifications that early is very telling. So I just feel like people need to extend a little grace to her, you know? Stop being so hard on her. Like, yes, she has influenced people. She was already on reality TV. Her life has been out there since she was a young girl. It's not like Kylie said, oh, go ahead and do that. And I'm not taking any responsibility away from her in the sense that she is an influencer. Young girls do look up to the family. So yeah, she has played a role in the toxic beauty trends. But to say that you guys don't feel bad for her because her family has played a role in the toxic beauty trends, I just think it's a little... I can imagine being in your prime age. I know, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people feel like your early 20s is your prime. In my opinion, your late 20s and your 30s is your prime, because I just feel like there's so much opportunities open and available to you, especially with you gaining an understanding of yourself and just learning yourself more, your style, being more authentic to yourself. You're not really in the phase of trying to please other people or trying to fit in. But anyways, I can see how Kylie at her current age will be really insecure. I'm not gonna lie, she does look older than what she is, but I don't think it's fair that people are bullying her about it. I get it. She has been a toxic influence in society, but it's not like Kylie was going around saying to people like, oh, you're ugly, you need to do this, you need to do that. You know, like, she is an individual that made decisions on her own. However, those decisions have backfired on her. And I just don't think it's fair that with the internet people are picking on her about it. You know, I think we just need to extend a little grace to her. This is just her reality that she has to live with. Hopefully there's a way that she can reverse or fix some of the issues that she's having. But honestly, y'all, stop being a bully. Look at it from the perspective also as she has been influenced in a way. Just like we've been influenced by her family, she's also been influenced by her family. And just like a lot of other girls have had bad experiences, she's having a bad experience. However, it's just made publicly, so a lot of people have a lot to say. And I'm not here to police what anyone does or what they post. Just stop being a bully. Because if you were in that position, you wouldn't like for a person to constantly pick on you. It's to a point, I got the girl covering her face. This girl is covering her face with mesh to hide from cameras and to hide from people's judgments. Be a little easy. Be a little easy. It's not to take any responsibility from, again, her contributions to just the toxic beauty standards within society. But realistically, it just doesn't give you the pass to be a bully online. That's really all I have to say with this topic. And also to the girls and the guys out here, I hope y'all are really starting to see the aftermath of all these beauty enhancements that everyone feels the need to go get. God has made you how you are, and you should love yourself in that way. It's not to say if you want to go get something done that you shouldn't get it done. I can't tell you what to do with your body. However, don't get to a point where you are literally jeopardizing your life in order to modify yourself just to be visually appealing to people, to the beauty standards that you feel you need to fit in. The beauty standards in society is changing literally all the time. Like, you can blink and it's a new trend out here. It was in college where, at the hype of social media, where influencers started getting their bodies done, I sat down and asked myself, who are y'all trying to look like that we are trying to look like y'all? I need y'all to really, I really want y'all to sit on that question. What is the standard that these influencers are trying to look like that society is then trying to follow the influencers to look like them? Because at that point, the influencers are following whatever trend is out here. And basically, to me, that is just showing that y'all are following people who aren't really comfortable in their skin. How are y'all allowing people who aren't comfortable in their skin to guide y'all on the beauty standards that you should follow? It just doesn't make sense to me. So I hope y'all really think about that question. And yeah, stop bullying that girl. Y'all, stop being a bully.